the Paddy, Justin Gaethje, interim title fight. If I stop talking right there, and we're all good detectives, we have a lot of information. If I tell you Paddy versus Justin, okay, I guess that means that Justin Gaethje isn't retiring. I guess that does mean that he got his title shot. Shamrock, if you guys will recall him, one of Paddy's teammates, told us all a month ago, Paddy's getting ready for something big at the first of the year, but Shamrock himself said, I don't know what it is. We go and talk to Ilia. Ilia says, it's not me. What else could it be? And there was a rumor that it was going to be Paddy versus Justin. But that rumor was squashed, even by me when I talked to Team Justin, that they will be doing nothing but a title fight. That was a real and a firm stance. That was not something being done for marketing or for media. All right. So Paddy versus Justin, interim title. That's all the information we get, but we can now deduce Justin not retiring. What in the hell happened to Serukqian? Where is Ilia? I mean, these are your obvious questions, correct? Interim title would lead us or even force us to believe that Ilia's okay. That Ilia's gone, but not for long. You guys will recall with Prohaska. Prohaska got what turned out to be a false opinion from a doctor. And 7 days later, they took the belt off him. Because the opinion of the doctor was so dire, it turned out to be wrong. But I'm just sharing with you, took the belt right off of him. Ilia Topuria, whatever is going on, there must be a belief that he can get through it and that he can get through it timely. Now, Ilia himself put out in 280 characters or less through the platform formerly known as Twitter. What are you doing? You doing the X's, guys? I'm not doing X yet. I'm not doing it yet. I'm sticking with Twitter. But he says that it's personal. And we've been hearing lots of things on his personal life. But from these characters, he did at least confirm that it was personal. And he sounded like quite a man about it, by the way. He said, I've got a family. I'm going to go get my family back together. I wish Ilia the best of luck on whatever that is. I wish him the best of luck. But he did make it clear in that this is not an illness or an injury or that he's planning on being done with the sport. I will be back. I cannot be back in the first quarter. Those are his exact words. It's very relevant because as you look at this whole thing, I don't know what the bigger piece is. That Ilia's out, that Paddy got his shot, that Justin Gaethje is not retiring, or that Serukqian got screwed. And I've had many people tell me the biggest piece is that Serukqian got screwed. Did he? Did I misunderstand? What I thought the agreement was for Serukqian versus Hooker is the winner becomes the number one contender. Okay, I know that commonly makes you believe that the next time a title is contested, they have to be part of it. But what it actually means is the next time they contest something, it will be for the title. So I don't believe that Serukqian is even by definition in a position to be screwed until he fights again, and it's then not for a title. And stay with me, guys. It would also appear, when Serukqian beat Hooker, even though that was a week ago, even though that was 10 days ago, he did believe that number one contendership was not just for a UFC title, that it was for a undisputed UFC title. And his next fight still may be. He also thought, at least the time 10 days ago when he beat Hooker, that his title opportunity would be against Taporia. And it still may be. So I'm not ready to jump on board yet that he got screwed. I like the idea that we're keeping him in mind. I like the idea that Serukqian is speaking up for himself and even saying, hey, that number one contendership, you guys might not know this part. He said, hey, that number one contendership? Yeah, I'd still like to use that golden ticket. but now I want to fight Max for the BMF belt. You've got my attention, Serukqian. You got my vote, and we will help you to bang that drum if that is the direction that you want to go. I thought Max was tied up, and so was the BMF opposite Charles Oliveira. That's what I thought. But I get Serukqian's point. We will keep that in mind. The bigger thing, or at least another thing, is a major pushback that this title fight, Paddy, Justin, is going to be the main event on Paramount. And there was a real pushback that there's 2 other title fights and they're undisputed, and therefore one of them should be higher up than the interim title. I'll hear you on that, and I won't pick on you if you have that opinion. I'll just say this. For the company, an undisputed title is better than an interim title. And the company could have made this the undisputed title, but had a respect to the promise that they had given Serukqian, had a respect to the champion that is Ilia. And the company, in spite of its own selfish desires, decided to make it an interim belt. Keep that in mind. I'll leave you with that thought. But I do think that will influence your opinion of gamesmanship going into the order of what turns out is going to be an absolutely loaded and free card.